Hello there. Here is your new phone. This is a Samsung phone. Pretty simple and easy to use, hopefully. Nothing really tricky about it. There's got a camera lens in the back here. Samsung, nice and slim. Here's the front, and I'm going to show you a little bit how you use it. First of all, if you need to charge it up, I'm going to include the little plugger here. And it's not a complete oval. It has a little bit of a D shape to it, a little bit. Hard to see there. But there's a top and a bottom to it. The top has this little wishbone gizmo thingy on there that we have to plug in to the bottom of the phone right there. So, if I can film and do this at the same time. We put the little wishbone up, align it with the little hole there, and in it goes. So, it doesn't really click in, there's no big plug or anything, so you just have to make sure that it goes in all the way. And then the other end is just a regular wall plug. So hopefully we can just leave this part plugged in the wall all the time, and then over here it'll automatically turn on there, and it shows up there at the top. The little battery has a little lightning bolt on it. It showed it was 92%. So that's charging. If I want to turn it on, there's one button on the whole darn thing. So flip it on. It comes up there and it says swipe screen to unlock. So just put your finger in any direction and swipe it around. And that swipe just means put your finger on it and move your finger around. Okay, so just put your finger on and move. Pretty simple. Okay, up at the top there it shows that little battery there. It says 12:23 p.m. We'll adjust that for your time. And it says 93% with the little lightning bolt on the battery. So that means the battery is 93% charged. It's got some other little gizmos up there that we will go into later. I've got a few little goodies for you, but the main screen where you're going to do most of your phone calling is, if you push this one big button again, goes to your home screen there. And here we have phone contacts for me with my picture, Eric with his picture, Ileana with his picture, and there's Andrew with his picture. So there's the four of us. You can add people on if you want in your contacts here. It's like having a little phone book. So here we have the time and the date. It says 11:24, Thursday, August 8th. And guess what? We've got the temperature and forecast for San Luis Obispo. Says it's 71 degrees, going to be a high of 76, low of 53. And if you wanted to see more stuff, you can hit that little deal there and it will take you out to the Weather Channel. And it'll give you the forecast for more days. What happens if you accidentally hit that thing and you say, well, geez, I didn't want to do that. I want to be back on my home page so I can use my phone. Well, hit that big button down there in the bottom and it just takes a light tap, no big deal, takes you right back. If I want to call me, well, John in this case, all you have to do is hit the little icon there that says me, comes up with my phone number, and it says you can send what looks like a little envelope over there. That's actually a test message, or you can use the little green phone. So, hit the little green phone. Guess what? It's dialing. And it's going to dial my phone. And when you're done, you just hang up. Okay? Pretty simple. Now, here you are again, and whoops, look at that. It went right back to the main screen then again. Same thing if you want to call Eric. What if you wanted to call me using what looks like a little telephone in a green bubble? What in the world is that? Well, that is the application where you can do videos and stuff called WhatsApp. Like, what is that all about? WhatsApp. That means you can call me. I'm not sure why there's three. Oh, it says video call, message call, and voice call. So I'm not sure how you initiate it. Probably just hit it again, and it'll probably call me. But we'll figure that one out later. The main thing is just using the telephone. So there's the telephone, and then you just hit the little green phone, and it's going off. Great. Let's get back to our main menu again here. Okay, so I mentioned there's some other things in here too. Well, what if you just wanted to call somebody up using the good old-fashioned phone? Well, there's a little phone button down there. And here it shows you the people that you normally talk to. This was Dale's phone, so her number's there. There's Ileana, there's John, there's Eric, there's Wood Home. We don't have Andrew in here, we don't have Sandy, nothing like that. You've got a list of your people in your contacts up here. So if you wanted to see, well, who else is there? Well, there's me, Ann Peterson, there's Andrew, there's Eric, there's Ileana, there's John, there's Myra, and the Woods Home. We can add some other numbers on here if we want. If you wanted to call somebody from here, all you have to do is select their name and voila, it looks just like before. Hit the little green phone there and you're ready to go. You can also email from there too. Okay, let's go back. There's up here in the top, there's this little arrow. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a little arrow up there underneath all those little F thingies. It's in the top of that picture. See that little arrow? If I hit that with my finger, it's going to go back to where I just was. So that's kind of nice. That's a good question. What if I want to go back to where I just was? I don't like this. I want to go back. What was I doing before? Down here next to this button, the big button, there's also a little picture of an arrow that shows you going backwards. And that isn't an actual physical button. It's just a little thing that you can press. And it goes bleep and takes you back to where you were. So, if you ever get frustrated and you're not sure where to go, you can always just hit the big button in the middle. Takes you right back to the home. Or, if you're not sure, well, geez, I went too far. Bleep, go back one screen with that little arrow down there. Okay, what else do we have on here? Well, look at this. I'm taking my finger. Whoops, I did it again. See that? Bleep. I'm just going to hit my little bleep arrow and go back. What if I want to look at some other stuff? There's two screens here. If I slide my finger, just put it, you can use any finger you want, put it on the screen and slide it across. Whoops. Put it on the screen and slide it across, and it goes to the next screen. There's only two that you have. This is your home screen. Looks like a little house down there. See that? See this little house? That's your home one. If I swipe it over, now the little dot highlights this one. So if you want to, I've put some other things in here for you. Remember, good old Hangouts you can use when you want to make a call with video. So all I have to do is press it. It opens up and says, here's all this stuff and the other stuff and this stuff and the other stuff. And it tells you can do this. I'll set this up for you. I haven't used it yet. But here you have those same contacts just like before. Update required. Well, we'll worry about that later. And that took me too far, so I didn't want to go there. But you can use Hangouts to contact these other people here. This keeps wanting to do an update. I'll take care of that for you. So you can contact Eric down there. You can contact me. All kinds of people. Okay, I will come back to part 2. I'm going to go back to my work here, and we'll look at some of these other little icons. For now, just remember, push your button to go back to your home thing. Okay, how does it turn off? Well, it turns off on its own, or there's one other little button on the side here, and I can push that little button, and it turns it off. See, now it's off. I can push that little button again, and it comes up and it says swipe to unlock. Just drag your finger anywhere you want. Great. Talk to you soon.